Alright people, I believe we are finally live, yes. Welcome back to The Alchemist by Unacademy. My name is Pahul, and if I'm audible and visible, please write yo in the chat box. You know exactly what the drill is. Yeah. और बताओ दोस्तों, क्या हाल चाल? How is your life going on? I hope everything is going well. Yeah, so today we are here to discuss something very interesting, something very important, and that is the perfect strategy for JEE 2022. It's a 1-year strategy, and we are assuming that the JEE 2022 happens in 1 year. You never know how long COVID is going to go. Your examination might just get delayed. Yeah, I remember back in 2020 when the examination was getting postponed again and again. A lot of students were asking me, sir, will JEE 2022 be postponed? Will JEE 2021 be postponed? They asked me, and I was like, no, I don't think so. This year it is postponed. Every exam is postponed. So, not sure what your situation is going to be next year, but hoping that it happens in 1 year. ठीक है जी. So, that's the strategy that we're going to discuss today. Yeah. So, Rishi is asking, sir, is it possible to do it in just 1 year? Rishi, don't worry. I will tell you exactly what you need to do in order to prepare your entire syllabus in just 1 year as well. Okay. सब चीजों पे discuss करेंगे people. We'll get into that very soon. Okay. Before I get into any of the meat and potatoes of this class, let me tell you that we have a Telegram channel as well. The link is in the description box down below. It goes by the name of The Alchemist by Pahul, so you can search for it directly on Telegram if you want. Okay. Now, as you know, I am a huge proponent of solving more and more questions. You should solve as many tests as possible. And sometimes it's difficult to have a lot of tests. Yeah. From where do you take the tests? What's the source? I'll give you some sources for free. Okay. So you've got Unacademy Combat. It is a test series that happens every Sunday, 11 a.m. All right. Okay. You can win a good number of scholarships as well. We are giving scholarships to top 150 people. So please make sure you check that out. Also, IIT JEE T20 test series. This is going to last till the end of this month. Okay. So you have only like 10 days to take the benefit of this one. Okay. There are tests that happen every day in this series. The links of both of these are in the description box down below. If you want to enroll for free, the coupon code is Pahul. Okay. Free tests, all India level. You take them, you get to know your rank, you understand how good or how bad you are doing, move forward. Okay. So yeah, please make sure you enroll in it. The links are in the description box down below. This is actually very helpful for everyone. Okay. Now the next thing is the Unacademy's Plus subscription. Everyone knows about the Plus subscription. Essentially at Unacademy, we have infinite number of courses taught by really amazing teachers. When we say India's best educators, it means something because we have, you recognize these guys, the team of Unacademy JEE. I'm pretty sure you recognize some of these people as well. We have quotas teachers like MS Chauhan sir teaching on Unacademy. So if you want to take benefit of each of these batches, they are in English, they are in Hindi and English, they're in Hindi. I've seen batches in Telugu as well. In case you want the benefit of a proper coaching that happens online, guided, then you should join Plus subscription, and the cost of this is very reasonable. ठीक है, मैं एक बार cost भी दिखा देता हूँ, then we'll go into today's session. So if you want to join the Plus subscription, if you join for 2 years, some of you might want to join for 2 years, then it is only 2100 per month. But most of the students over here are preparing for JEE 2022, 1 year. Hardly 3000 per month. Okay, I remember when I was in my coaching back in 11th and 12th class, I was paying somewhere around 70,000 for 1 year. That was more than 10 years back. Okay, so right now you are getting 12 months at half the price after 10 years of what I've lived. So you understand this is a very reasonable price and you are getting the best of facility, the best of faculty. In case you want to join, link is in the description. You can simply open Unacademy's app and join for yourself to get the maximum discount. This is the coupon code PAHUL, Pahul. As simple as that. Okay. And if you want to join only for 1 month just to try it, then it is 6,000. Okay. If you take the 12 months course in one go, it is less than 3,000 per month. This is the iconic subscription price. So what is iconic subscription? Personal mentors will be allocated to you. They will keep a check on your performance every single week. They will give you your test analysis. They will provide you extra study material as well. So Iconic is a little more personalized. Okay? That's the only difference. So in case you want to go for Iconic subscription, you can. Otherwise, you can simply go for the Plus subscription and upgrade later if you enjoy studying at Unacademy. Fine. Coupon code is Pahul. Very simple. Just what I told you right now. Plus में ये benefits हैं. Iconic में ये बाहर वाले benefits हैं. Now that we are getting into the class, thank you so much for staying through that piece of information. Okay. Now I'll enable the slow mode in the chat box. Thank you for reminding me, Aditya. Now comes the idea of how to prepare for JEE 2022. All right. पहले तो ये बताओ. This is a question that I will ask you. My sessions are always interactive. I'll ask you this question. How good is your 11th class preparation? Can you tell me? Yeah. How good is your 11th class preparation? First one is super awesome. I'm going to kill it. If you are going to kill it, then great, brilliant. I'm really happy that you came to this session even when your preparation is going perfect. Second is so-so. Okay. I assume that a lot of people will be in this bracket. Then comes the legendary bracket, which is 11th class. Bhati ji, 11th class, sir. I have never heard of 11th class. Yeah. Batao. So I can see that a lot of people are in the second zone, a lot of people are in the third zone as well. Isn't it? Yeah. A lot of people are in the second zone, a lot of people are in the third zone. Maybe one or two of you are in the first zone. है ना? एक आधा शायद आप में से कोई होगा जो फर्स्ट जोन में है. जस्ट अ सेकेंड, 1 minute. ओके. हाँ, तो देखो, फॉर द पीपल इन द फर्स्ट जोन, कीप डूइंग वॉट एवर यू आर डूइंग. Okay, if your preparation is like this, Mission IIT, Raj is saying that, my preparation is super awesome, I'm going to kill it. If that is the case, please keep on doing whatever you're doing. I will give you some more tips and ideas and what books to follow in this session, but more or less you're on track. Brilliant. Now comes people in the second bracket and the third bracket. Essentially, both of you need to revise 11th in your 12th class as well, isn't it? Because in JEE, 50% of the questions will be asked from 12th class, 50% of the questions will be asked from 11th class. Sometimes the percentage becomes 60-40, in the sense 60% 12th, 40% 11th. But most of the times, it is very close to 50-50%. So it is obvious that both of you need to revise 11th class while you are preparing for 12th class, है ना? 12वीं कक्षा पढ़ते पढ़ते 11वीं को रिवाइज करना जरूरी है. That's the idea. Now, what we need for that is a plan which is achievable. Okay, this achievable over here is very, very important, because I have seen students make lots of plans that today I will study for 11 hours and in 11 hours I will complete 11 chapters and I will be the king of the world. No. Okay, that is not going to happen. We need to make a plan that is achievable. We need to make a plan that is flexible enough that even if we falter a little bit, even if we have bad days, even if we are not feeling motivated, we are not losing out on anything. Okay? We need to be working with an achievable plan. Now, Ganesh is asking me, S. Ganesh Babu, he is asking me, sir, in which zone were you? I was in the second zone. Okay? My preparation of 11th class was so-so. Okay. And I'll tell you my story in today's class as well. Okay? When did I prepare for 11th class? Fun fact, I did not prepare for the 11th class in the first 10 months. First 6-7 months of 11th class I totally wasted. Totally. I did not know anything about 11th class. Still I was able to do it very well. Yeah. In my coaching institute, when they taught kinematics, motion in one dimension, two dimensional, rotational motion, जो भी होता है वो, yeah. All of kinematics, I did not know anything. I prepared that on my own, entirely on my own, self-study. And I got more marks in physics than in chemistry in my JEE Advanced back in 2011. So it is possible to do things yourself. It is possible to do it in 1 year. I will tell you how. Okay, you just need to be smart with it. Let's make an achievable plan. पहले तो अच्छा चलो अब ये बताओ दोस्तों. Tell me one thing. in order to crack JEE advanced, okay, JEE mains पे तो अपन आएंगे ही, JEE mains is obviously part of our goal, but if you want to crack JEE advanced and get into IIT, okay, what % of marks do you need? I am pretty sure somewhere or the other you have heard this. Yeah, percentage marks to become an IITian. कितना लगता है आपको? What is the percentage of marks that you require? Yeah, Saharsh is saying 30%, Namish is saying 35%. Srivani is saying there are only 7 months, sir. Can we crack it? You can definitely do that, Srivani. Yeah, Priyanshu is saying 40%. Some Rishi is saying 300 plus. ये क्या होता है भाई? 40%, 35%. Enthuse, you are correct. You heard it in Kota Factory. So I'm pretty sure almost all of you have seen Kota Factory. They tell over there as well that the percentage marks you need are somewhere around 30 to 40%. Of course, it changes every year. It's not a fixed number, but every year this number changes, and you need approximately 30 to 40% marks in JEE advanced to become an IITian. Yeah. So if our goal is to crack 30 to 40% marks, our goal is to become an IITian, we of course should aim for 100%. But let's think about it practically. Yeah. We have less time. There are some topics that we don't enjoy. There are some topics that we find difficult. We have to prepare only for 30-40% of marks. Does it make sense to prepare 100% of the syllabus top to bottom with equal amount of efficiency? Yeah. Doesn't make sense, right? To give too much effort for preparing only 100% of the syllabus doesn't make any sense. What we should do is we should target somewhere around 70 to 80% of syllabus, isn't it? This is exactly what we did. मैंने और मेरे बैचमेट्स ने, when we were in coaching, this is exactly what we did. I personally, maths में I left a lot of things. Maths में I was good only at 50% of mathematics. 50% of mathematics was very bad for me. Yeah, 50% of my mathematics was horrible. Let me tell you that. ठीक है जी. So point is that I had prepared coordinate geometry very well, vectors very well, sets, relations and functions, basic chapters जो होते हैं, Venn diagram, etc. Those I knew properly. Otherwise, calculus, trigonometry, PNC, probability, I was miserable at that. Still, I managed to crack the examination. ठीक है. Chemistry में I did not do P block. P block was my weak point at that time. I did not do P block in chemistry. Other chapters I did okay. Some chapters like atomic structure were not that good, but chapters like organic chemistry, I had done them very well. Physics में somehow I was able to manage the entire course. Okay, physics में I was able to manage the entire course because of one book, H.C. Verma. I did the entire book of H.C. Verma, each and every question. That was really helpful. ठीक है, चलो तो अब जाते हैं. Let's make an achievable plan. So these are the points that we will answer, and this is something that you should note down whenever, okay, in the next 1 year of your preparation, whenever you feel like, what am I doing? What should I do? Where is my plan? Then you look at this sheet once again. Please note it down yourself. Okay. First thing is, achievable plan mein, how much theory versus how much practice. Okay. Think of these things to be done in 1 week. How are we thinking about the plan? We'll think about the plan as if we have to do all of these things in 1 week. So in 1 week, what is the percentage of theory? What is the percentage of practice? If you've seen my classes, I always suggest theory to be somewhere around 30%, practice to be somewhere around 70%. Okay? So if we are doing 5 hours of self-study in a day, okay, let's say we are doing 5 hours of self-study in a day, so only 1.5 hours has to go for theory, the rest has to go for question solving. Practice में क्या आएगा? Question solving. What kind of questions do we have to solve? The kind of questions that we have to solve, number 1, are objective questions. Objective questions should be basic level and should also be advanced level, and the distribution over here should be 50-50. You should do 50% basic questions, 50% advanced level questions. If you follow a book like N. Avasthi for physical chemistry, for example, it will automatically take care of that. There will be 1-2 exercises of basic level, 1 or 2 exercises of advanced level. You're done. Good. Okay. If you have a coaching material, this is already taken care of in the coaching material. Just solve the coaching material, you will be good. Okay. Shayan is saying, what about droppers? Shayan, these things apply for droppers as well. You have to do a little bit of modification, that's all. Otherwise, these things apply to droppers as well. Okay. So question solving karni hai, objective. Second, you have to solve subjective questions as well. Not only objective questions. Why? Because subjective questions involve multiple concepts at the same time. I'm not talking about board level questions over here. I'm talking about advanced level subjective questions. Yeah. JEE Advanced became an objective examination only in the mid 2000s. Before that, it used to be a subjective examination, and there are a huge variety. There's a plethora of JEE Advanced subjective questions available out there. Solve those, please. They are available as books. They are available for free online. You decide from where you want to do. A Google search will help you find these. I take lots of series on this. Yeah, there is a series that I'm beginning next week called the Take 5 series. In that series, we will be solving 5 questions every class. Okay, which are really tough questions. So those 5 questions can take 1.5 to 2 hours as well. We'll solve these starting next week from Tuesday. Okay. तो ये तरह के क्वेश्चंस आपको करने हैं. 30% theory, practice will be 70%. From where can you study the theory? Theory can be done from the NCERT. Okay, theory can be done from YouTube. Theory can be done from Unacademy's plus subscription. Your choice. Chalo. Next thing is, this is what will make you perform better than anyone else. Okay, there will be a lot of people in the examination who have prepared only 12th class properly because they became serious in 12th class, like most of you. But there is a way of preparing for 11th class as well. पहले तो मैं अपना बताता हूँ. Okay. First of all, I'll tell you about myself, how I managed my 11th class syllabus. Then I will tell you how you can also use the same techniques. So my story goes like this. 11th class कब शुरू होती है? It starts somewhere in May, June. Yeah, this is the time. May, June में 11th class शुरू होती है. So when 11th class started, I was very overconfident because till 10th class in my school I used to be, first, second rank. स्कूल में तो आ ही जाता रैंक. ठीक है चलो. So I was very confident. Then in my coaching institute, when I started studying, I got a rank of 60-70. Which was a very bad rank, by the way. The coaching did not have a lot of people. 60-70 rank meant I am not clearing JEE Advanced at all. ये ट्रिपली भी भूल जाओ. भूल नहीं जाओ मतलब not a good rank. Okay. So for first 6-7 months, मैं पढ़ा ही कुछ नहीं. Okay, November, December तक तो I did nothing basically. Then I realized, okay, in one class, my teacher asked me, Pahul, what was your rank? Okay, I was just randomly playing around and the teacher was showing some animation. I was like, sir, this light will look very good on your motorbike. That's the kind of student I was. So teacher गुस्सा हो गया and teacher ने मेरे को उठाया and he was like, what was your rank in the last test? I was like 65. The way he said it hurt me. And then I realized that I should start studying. So when in 11th class, the chapter of thermodynamics was going on in chemistry. And in our coaching, they had already done the rest of the physical chemistry. They had already done inorganic chemistry as well. Chemical bonding, periodic properties, everything was done. Then I realized I should start studying. Okay. So I started in chemistry from thermodynamics. I started in physics from simple harmonic motion. Before that, everything is dabba. I don't know anything. Simple harmonic motion is also some chapter that I couldn't understand. So waves, sound, वो वाला chapter जो आया था ना, sound waves and etc. That is something that I could understand because it was different from the others. Mathematics में तो please don't ask me. Only coordinate geometry has saved me in mathematics. ठीक है? So that is when I started studying in 11th. Of course, now 11th class में there are only 2-3 months of classes remaining. Syllabus of 11th class was over by the month of February. Yeah. I knew only like 3-4 chapters from 11th class. What should I do? Then I made a plan. My first technique was before my 12th class begins. I'll try to cover as many things as possible. But will I do everything? No. How did I try to cover those chapters? I simply studied the NCERT. Okay. मैंने NCERT पढ़ा. मैंने NCERT solve भी किया. I solved the NCERT as well. Okay. I read the NCERT. I solved the NCERT's questions. And then I did my coaching material. In physics, I did H.C. Verma. In physics for 11th class, I did not do a lot of my coaching material because then too many things at the same time. Yeah, I did not have a lot of time. So for physics, this is what I did. Okay. Physics mein NCERT's questions, H.C. Verma, done. That's all. And I was spending 10 hours of self-study every day. Have to spend a good amount of time. Yeah. For chemistry, I was doing only my coaching material. NCERT, solve the questions, do coaching material. That's it. Now you must be wondering, sir, how can you study theory from NCERT? It's very less. Study NCERT properly, theory is enough over there. And when there is a little bit of lack of theory, I used to borrow my friends' notes. Friends se notes liye, bhai photocopy kar li, pad liya, done. In that case, if when you are revising, you realize, okay, this theory, this concept, I'm not able to learn from the NCERT. Come to YouTube. Go to Unacademy's Plus subscription if you have that, even better. ठीक है? Got it? So that is the idea over there. Targeted practice. That is what I did. I tried to do it before 12th class began, but of course I wasn't able to finish the entire syllabus. So in 12th class, when did I revise 11th class? I utilized holidays. Holidays bole to, I utilized public holidays. There are holidays, every time there are holidays in India. Holi aati to holiday, Dashera aata holiday, Diwali aati holiday, festivals, holidays, lots of them. So whenever there were holidays, like 3-4 holidays at a stretch, I used to do 11th class. Now, you are already into 12th class, a lot of you, yeah? So you are like, sir, we can't do what you did. We can't do 12th class before, we can't do 11th class before the beginning of 12th class. We don't have that much time. Let me suggest an idea to you, okay? What you have to do is do targeted practice. Please don't try to, for one chapter, let's say, for, manlo, you have to revise chemical bonding. Please don't first go to YouTube, watch all of chemical bonding videos there, then go to NCERT, study all of NCERT, then go to Unacademy Plus, then study all of chemical bonding over, then go to your coaching institute, call your teacher. Too much. Study the NCERT, watch a video when necessary. Unacademy Plus and YouTube will help you over there. If you don't want to study the NCERT, fine, just watch Unacademy Plus videos, just watch YouTube videos. Do something like that, do targeted practice. Too many things at one time is never good. Okay? Targeted practice. And when should you do it? You should utilize the holidays. Mera suggestion ye rahega, depending on how weak your 11th class is. You can give it 2 days a week. Okay, and if there are holidays like Dashera holidays, Diwali holidays, then you utilize that. I'll write public extended holidays. Will you be able to do entire 11th class? No. As I said earlier, that you have to target for a decent percentage. You don't have to prepare for everything. So what chapters should you prepare? What are the important chapters? I'll tell you in some time. ठीक है? थोड़ी देर में मैं आपको बताऊंगा. Fine. So when to revise 11th class? 2 days a week is good, and you can utilize your public extended holidays as well. Of course, you can't target the entire syllabus, but whatever you do properly. So let's say you're starting the chapter of chemical bonding, you do it properly. Now, Pranav is asking, can we give 2 hours for each day in a week? I would suggest 2 separate days, bro, because if you mix too many things together, again, your brain will stop working. All right? Sriram, yo man, of course, I remember you. And someone was asking, Rajesh is asking, so how many days should I give for one particular chapter? It depends on the chapter. Chapters like periodic properties can be covered by self-study in 2 to 3 days maximum. Okay. Chapters like chemical bonding will take 7 days, 8 days, 9 days of self-study. Depends entirely on the kind of chapter that you're doing. Okay. Fine. So Rishi is saying 11th and 12th simultaneously. Absolutely. The top priority has to be 12th class syllabus because that is what is going on in your school, in your coaching, on your Unacademy subscription, whatever you have. Yeah. So you have to focus mainly on 12th class, but sometime you have to devote for 11th class as well because the competitive examinations ask questions from both sides. Okay. As simple as that. चलो तो मैं ये चीज हटा रहा हूं यहां से so that we have more space to write things on the screen. Yeah. So theory versus practice is the first thing. Second is when to revise in 11th class. 2 days a week is good. You can also use extended holidays. How many tests do we have to do? I told my 11th class students yesterday as well. You have to do tests every Sunday. Okay. When you are close to the examination, let's say 1 month or 2 months from the examination, then you have to do tests every second day. Okay. So imagine your JEE, let's say imagine it is going to happen in April. Next year, let's say it's going to happen in April. So January and February, you should be solving mock tests every other day. Okay. Every alternate day, you have to solve tests when you are close to the examination. But for now, when we are targeting 1 year ahead of us, then we should target tests every Sunday. Now, assuming that there are 2 Sundays in every month, okay, assuming 2 Sundays in every month, for 2 Sundays, your test has to be a 3-hour test, okay, which is essentially a JEE main pattern. Fine. For 2 Sundays, the test has to be a 6-hour test. That is a 3 plus 3-hour test. Okay, and that is essentially your JEE advanced pattern. Let's say you have done only 2 chapters of 12th class. 2 chapters of 12th class, 3-hour test. 2 chapters of 12th class, 6-hour test. You can make infinite number of questions from a particular chapter, isn't it? Yeah. So ये आपके लिए tests हो गए. Now some of you will be like, sir, from where can I make tests? Sir, I don't know where to go for tests. Very simple. Free test के लिए the links are in the description box down below. You have to use coupon code Pahul to enroll in those tests for free. Okay, Unacademy Combat Test Series, Unacademy T20 Test Series. That is somewhere you can get tests for free. Otherwise, if you want lots and lots of tests, then you simply go for the Plus subscription. Every teacher, every educator makes their own tests. Unacademy has put a lot of mock tests on the platform. Okay, very good quality mock tests. So Plus mein you can enroll and get things automatically. Again, the coupon code for the max discount is Pahul. Fine, simple सी चीज है. So tests are very important. If you don't want any subscription, if you don't want to do things online, offline, if you have a book, let's say you have the book of O.P. Tandon, take 50 questions, solve it in 3 hours. Take 70 questions of that book, solve it in 3 hours. So this is how you have to do it. And the test ideally should be physics, chemistry, maths, PCM. If you are a NEET student by chance, then you should do PCB. All right? Got it? That's the kind of tests that you should do. So ये हो गया. Tests have to be solved because at the end of the day you have to solve an examination, which is also a test. Then comes the idea of important topics or easy kill topics. This concept is useless. Let me tell you why. There is nothing as such as an important concept, by the way, because JEE examination is set in such a manner that almost every chapter gets some weightage. Especially in chemistry, because I'm an expert at chemistry, I will tell you that every chapter sees a question. In one shift, maybe one chapter is missing. In the other shift, maybe other chapters are missing. But on an average, they ask questions from every chapter in every test. Okay? One question will come from every chapter. Maybe there are questions which come twice from one chapter. हो सकता है कि दो question एक chapter से आ जाए. That is possible. But the divide, the distribution is pretty uniform. So there is nothing such as an important topic. Instead, think of it as your favorite topics. Okay? आपका favorite क्या है? What do you like? I enjoyed organic chemistry, so I made sure my organic chemistry was perfect. Yeah. In kinematics, when I started to, do it on my own using H.C. Verma as the reference, I realized that जो block वाले problems होते हैं ना, yeah, 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, there's friction in one block, there's no friction in another block, and especially problems of gravitation where you have like this plank and there's an object on this particular plank, it's going down with a certain velocity, etc. Making free body diagrams over here, finding the normal force, etc. I realized that those topics are something I like, so I made sure I was good at it. Any problem comes where I have to make a free body diagram, I will do it. Okay, so important topics bhul jao. There is nothing such as an important topic. I can make a clickbaity video on YouTube saying most important topics for JEE, and I can go on day and night telling you that this is important, but useless. What's your favorite? Prepare that properly. Prepare it in such a manner that you can do each and every question from that chapter. That's what matters. All right. Focus more on quality, please. Quality over quantity any day. ठीक है जी? This is very, very important. Quality matters over quantity every single day. Fine? So, do your favorite topics. Whatever is your favorite. If you don't know what's your favorite, then start studying the first chapter. You will realize whether it's good or not for you. Okay? ठीक है? तो ये हो गया. Sriram is asking any series for 2021. I am bringing the Take 5 series next week, and I'm also starting a free series on Unacademy platform that is called the High Octane series, where I will revise all the chapters using previous year JEE advanced questions like a hybrid series. Okay, ठीक है, चलो ये हो गया. Now the question comes, when to study? दिन में, रात में, day and night, whenever you want. Okay, whenever you want. Don't let anyone else tell you when to study. Okay, maybe your parents tell you wake up at 5 a.m. and study. Maybe someone tells you that in the afternoon you should study. It doesn't matter, you just study. Okay. Studying matters. कब पढ़ते हो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. I used to study at night. Yesterday as well I told this in my class, and today I will tell you in the class. If your parents tell you not to study at night, please show them this section of this video. Okay. Hey, what's up? I'm Pahul. I am an alumnus of IIT Bombay. I cracked JEE Advanced in 2011. I used to study at night. Please let your child study at night. Thank you so much. Okay. कभी भी पढ़ो, जब मन करता पढ़ो. All right. And I can see a lot of chat messages coming in. Don't worry, I will put my attention towards the chat messages as well very soon. ठीक है, चलो ये हो गया. And then you must be asking, sir, which books should I follow? कौन सी बुक्स पढ़ना चाहिए, ये मैं अभी बताता हूँ. Do one thing, have a look at this, please note it down, and then I'll tell you about the books. Idea समझ आ गया ना? That in a week 30% of your time should be theory, rest of it should be practice. You should be taking out some days for 11th class revision as well. You should do targeted 11th class revision where you first of all target NCERT reading, then target NCERT questions, then target questions from either your coaching material or book. Fine, that is all. Chapter by chapter. Don't target every chapter, do one chapter at a time so that you become perfect at it. You should solve tests every Sunday. 2 tests should be mains level, 2 tests should be advanced level, number of hours. ठीक है? Whatever are your favorite topics, start preparing them. Whatever are your favorite topics, make sure they are the best. You can study at any point of time during the day. I'll tell you about books very soon. Fine? ठीक है? Varani saying, what about NEET? Same thing applies for NEET. Okay, same thing applies for NEET. और कुछ नहीं. बढ़िया. Okay. Srikar is saying, can I cover class 11th chemistry by watching live classes on this particular YouTube channel? Yes, you can, and I'm going to start classes from Monday. चलो जी, ये हो गया. we are done with this idea. Now books के बारे में बता रहा हूँ. These books are my personal recommendation. Please have a look at them. If you have any other book, that's also fine. But these are something that I have tried and tested myself. After the NCERT, okay, NCERT is the utmost important book for us because it's the government prescribed book. Chemistry में it's very well written, physics में it's very well written, mathematics में maybe you skip NCERT, that is still fine. चलो, so for physical chemistry, once you're done with NCERT and you don't have any coaching material to solve, then this is a good book. Narendra Awasthi, Problems in Physical Chemistry. If you want to target really good ranks in JEE Advanced, then this is a must for you. Solve the problems over here. For theory, no need to study this, okay, no need to study any other book for theory. NCERT and your coaching classes, YouTube classes plus classes are more than enough. ठीक है जी. So books के लिए ये हो गया. Inorganic chemistry में author is OP Tandon. That's my suggestion. VK Jaiswal is also a very good book. OP Tandon is something that I used to do as well. Solving questions of inorganic chemistry, OP Tandon is a great book. Okay, I'm moving on. If you guys want to pause and see the authors, this is a YouTube video. Pause it anytime you want. Okay, chalo. Then JDL is only if you are someone who wants to spend more time on chemistry. If you want to fall in love with inorganic chemistry, if you want to enjoy inorganic chemistry and you have lots of time and everything else is done, then you can start studying JDL. Otherwise, there are lots of unnecessary things over here as well. ठीक है, NCERT and solving OP Tandon should be more than good enough for even JEE Advanced. आगे चलेंगे. Okay, आगे चलेंगे. So for organic chemistry, I would suggest MS Chauhan. This is the book that I have solved myself from top to bottom. Okay, when I was preparing for my JEE, पूरा का पूरा solve किया है मैंने इसको. Like they say in Kota Factory, चाट जाओ. Okay, बिल्कुल खत्म कर दो इसको. This is a very very good book. Beautiful book. Okay, advanced problems in organic chemistry. Why advanced? Because basic problems you can find in NCERT. Then if you are someone who wants to enjoy organic chemistry, if you want to read more about it, if you want to fall in love with organic chemistry, then this is the book. And the author over here, the name is a little small, so I'll write it over here once again. LG Wade. Okay, this is technically speaking a BSc chemistry book. It has too many other things apart from the JEE syllabus, but in case you want to study and enjoy organic more, this is something that works. Kushagra is asking a very interesting question. Sir, how many questions of a certain subject should I do every single day? Yeah, Kushagra is asking एक दिन में कितने क्वेश्चन करने चाहिए for a subject? As many as you can. There is no limit. Okay, there is no limit. As many as you can. If you do really tough questions, really advanced subjective level questions, yeah, questions like from the book of Irodov, then you might be able to do only 20 questions in a day. Yeah. If you're doing easier questions, if you're doing inorganic chemistry, let's say, you can easily target 250, 300 questions a day of inorganic, if you're doing only inorganic that day. Depends on the chapter, depends on you, depends on how willing you are to solve questions. ठीक है जी, फाइन. तो ये सिंपल सी बात हो गई. ये क्वेश्चन मेरे को बहुत बच्चे पूछते हैं. This is a question that a lot of students ask me and they're like, sir, should we do only one subject per day or should we do 3 subjects in every single day? It depends. Again, depends on person to person. Whenever you're solving a test, of course, it has to be 3 subjects at the same time because that's what you have to do eventually, isn't it? Otherwise, you can, for regular studying, you can do 1 subject per day. That is fine. Absolutely fine. This is what I used to do. I could not manage 3 subjects in a day. I used to do only 1 subject a day. So 2 days in a week used to be chemistry for me, 2 days in a week physics, and 3 days in a week mathematics because mathematics was weak. Mathematics ज़्यादा करता था. Okay, Nivedita is saying, I've already bought JDL for inorganic and don't want to study extra. What should I do? Don't study extra things that are given in that book. Just solve the questions from that book. As simple as that. That will give you a good amount of practice. Okay. Nikhil is saying, please bring inorganic chemistry on plus. So inorganic chemistry I'll bring later. Initially, starting from the 1st of June, I am bringing an organic chemistry course on the Unacademy Plus platform. It is going to be a full organic chemistry course, starting from the very basics of organic chemistry, going till the very end of advanced level organic chemistry. That course will be for both 11th and 12th class. Anyone who wants to study organic, that is the course I'm going to bring on the Plus platform very soon. So if you want to enroll in the Plus platform, link in the description. Coupon code is Pahul. Chalo ji, ye ho gaya. So ultimately people, this is what 1 week of yours should look like. Okay, एक हफ्ते में कुछ ऐसा दिखना चाहिए आपका. Fine. Okay, let's try to understand. So assume you can change it as well if you want, but I'm giving you an idea of what 1 week should look like. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Brilliant. Now we know the names of the days of the week. Brilliant. Let us say you do the same thing as I did. You divide these into physics, chemistry, math. तो मान लो Monday को किया physics, Tuesday किया chemistry, Wednesday किया mathematics. Okay. Then Thursday and Friday, let's say you do physics and mathematics, assuming chemistry is easy. Or you could do Thursday physics and chemistry both, Friday mathematics, something like that. Saturday and Sunday you can devote for 11th class. Sunday 11th class plus test. Understood? Understood? This is the idea. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You can divide it like this. Every day, the idea is 30% theory and 70% practice. 30% theory में क्या आता है? Reading a book or watching classes online. That should be only 30%. I know a lot of you watch a lot of classes online and you waste a lot of time doing that. दिन में सिर्फ 30% of your time should go into that. Okay? Rest of the time you have to solve questions. Understood? In an entire day, if you are doing 12 hours of study, that 12 hours involves studying from someone else plus self-study. Overall, 30% should be theory, 70% should be practice. Okay? YouTube पे अगर आप theory classes देख रहे हो, it should be 30%, rest of it should be question solving classes and you should solve questions yourself. Understood the idea? Fine. So ऐसा दिखना चाहिए आपका week. This is what it should look like. Fine, understood. And if you keep doing this consistently every single week, then you will definitely improve. There is no other option. There is no other direction. If you are doing this consistently, chakkar hi koi nahi hai. Okay? And in a specific day, you can spend time on your hobbies as well, but not more than 1 to 2 hours. मेरा फंडा क्या रहता था? I am not someone who sticks to plans. So I never used to plan like I will study 10 hours today. No, I thought of a different manner. I thought whenever I am free, I will study. Whenever I am free, I will study. So when I wake up, if I have to go to school, I go to school. If I don't have to go to school, I was in that, जो भी school होते हैं जहाँ पे you have to go only for practical examinations. Yeah, I don't have to go to school. I am free. I'll study. Okay, now I have to go to coaching. I will go to coaching. I come back. I eat my food. Now what to do? I am free. Let's study. That is the perspective that I worked with. Whenever you're free, just study. Keep yourself free because you need to study. Rosant is saying, do you think hobbies are parts of your distraction? You can call it anything, man. You can call it distraction. You can call it refreshment. You can call it a hobby. Whatever. Yeah. If you want to chat with some person on WhatsApp, do it not more than 1 hour a day. That's enough. Okay? If you are serious about your goal, the person you're talking to should also be serious about your goal. If that person is not serious about your goal, then please leave that person. Okay? As simple as that. Ishwaryo man, what's up? ठीक है दोस्तों, बात चमक गई. This is what your week should look like. Okay? And for a specific chapter, yeah? Let's say you're doing a specific chapter. This is what a chapter should look like. Again, let me take the example of, so thermodynamics का example लेते हैं. Yeah, let's say I am doing thermodynamics. So for thermodynamics, what will I do? I will do the NCERT reading. This is the first thing that I will do. Let's say I've done 5-6 pages of this, and then I feel I need more theory. I need to supplement this theory. I didn't understand the NCERT, so I watch live classes. You can watch it on Plus platform because you have so many educators over there, really good content. You can search for things on YouTube. Totally your wish. ठीक है? So NCERT reading and live classes go in hand. साथ साथ में कर रहे हैं अपन ये. Fine. Now once we are done with this should not take a lot of our time. Then we should start solving NCERT questions. ठीक है? After we are done with NCERT questions, or at the same time, let's say you did 10 NCERT questions, now you want to do objective type questions. So you can go for coaching material or Unacademy material. Yeah, you can go for that, or you can go for the books that I told you. Yeah, I told you so many books today. So you can start solving exercise in that particular book. Yeah, 10 questions you did from NCERT, 40 questions you did from the book. Okay, good enough for one day. Then whenever the next time you study thermodynamics, these are the things that you have to do. Once this is done, okay, you should at the same time start practicing previous year questions. Fine. Previous year questions are very important. And once again, these questions, okay, these questions should be 50% basic level and 50% advanced level. Of course, you will solve basic questions in a lesser span of time, but advanced questions are important because this is what will make your brain grow. तो ये करना है आपने एक पर्टिकुलर चैप्टर के लिए. As soon as this is done, your chapter is over. Now, every month you have to revise a chapter. कर लो revise, अपने नोट से कर लो revise. Think about that chapter. Maybe solve some questions of that chapter. Keep revising things. And as I've already told you, tests every Sunday. Yeah. So when you are solving these tests, make sure with the help of these tests, you are revising these old chapters as well. ये है. ठीक है? Rahul is saying, sir, इतना time नहीं है, जो करना है वो बताओ ना, ये सब करना है राहुल. Okay? I am not saying that you have to do every chapter, but whatever chapter you are doing, you have to do it perfectly, and this is what you have to do for a chapter, otherwise there is no point. Okay? Otherwise, there is no particular point at all. Instead of preparing every chapter, but reading only the NCERT for every chapter, that is useless. Prepare, let's say there are 30 chapters. Prepare 15 chapters properly, but do everything for those chapters. Okay? Quality over quantity. You have to do this, otherwise, later on you will suffer. Okay? And it seems difficult, but it is not. You can keep doing this. Slowly and steadily, you will be able to do all the chapters. I have done it in my time, so I know it is possible. ठीक है? चलो, ये हो गया. Must, this is what a chapter should look like. Please make sure you do it. Done. Someone was asking, sir, how to make, organic chemistry's reaction notes, etc., etc. So I'm taking a class on how to master organic chemistry. It's a free live class on Unacademy. Friday, that's tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. You can follow my profile on Unacademy over here. You will get to see this class as well. ठीक है? Link description में भी होगा. All right, done. Awesome. Now, my dear friends, is the time when I will spend a little bit of my attention with your chat box. Sorry for that weird bad sentence, but yeah, you understand. I'm gonna start looking at the chat box. So, test series है दो, enroll कर लो. Unacademy Combat and IIT JEE T20 test series, free enrollment using the coupon code Pahul. Okay, you get to win scholarships as well, and that's amazing. Fine. All of you know about the Plus subscription. To enroll for it, you have to use the code Pahul, as simple as that. Now I will chat with you. For the next 5 to 10 minutes, we will chat. Sneha is asking, so one request, please make a video on how should one approach LG-weight. Sneha, I'll tell you very quickly what to do in that case. Whatever is there in the NCERT, whatever is being taught in your coaching or YouTube, whatever is that topic, read that specific topic from the LG-weight, that's all. As simple as that. Okay. Pavitran is saying, so when will our first lecture start and what chapter is it? Pavitran, Monday se start karenge. For 11th class, I'm starting with structure of the atom. For 12th class, I'm starting with solid state. Okay, that's starting from Monday. So 11th class physical puri kharab hai, kuch nahi aata, what to do? Aditya, as I told you in today's class, 2 days a week you devote for 11th class syllabus. Let's say one day you decide to study chemistry of 11th class. What chapter should you pick? Let's say you pick the structure of the atom. In one day, from self-study, reading the NCERT, solving NCERT questions and trying to solve questions from a book, you should be able to do 50% of that chapter. Trust me. One entire day do you devote on that chapter, you do as many things as you can, 50% of that chapter you will be able to complete, and that 50% comes reading the NCERT theory, watching some class on that particular part of the theory, solving all the NCERT questions of that 50% theory, and solving some objective type questions from some book or coaching material or Unacademy material on that particular chapter. This is possible in one day. Okay? आधे दिन में कर सकते हो वो chapter ऐसा है. So, keep doing this chapter by chapter. Fine. Is chemistry a must for, is NCERT a must for chemistry and physics or only chemistry? It's a must for physics and chemistry. Mathematics may not that important. Aditya is saying, tell us something you enjoyed during the prep. I enjoyed the fact that I don't have to do anything else. 10th class tak kya hota tha? What happened till 10th class is, one morning you wake up, you think that, okay, today is Sunday, I will not do anything. Then your dad comes and he's like, okay, listen, you have to go to the market and buy these 20 things. You have to go to this department and pay the bill for electricity, and then you have to go to my office and give that document to this uncle, so on and so forth. Too many random things you have to do as a child, man. But when you're preparing for IIT, if anyone says anything, can you please bring me water? No, I'm preparing for IIT. Oh, okay. So that's what I enjoyed, man. Kuch nahi karna, sirf padhai karni hai. So that was something that I enjoyed a lot. Ankita, yes, that is true. Rich is saying, what are your timings on Unacademy and when will you start the organic chemistry course? So Rich, my timings will be in the evenings, okay? On YouTube, my timings will be 7 p.m., 8 p.m., something like that, okay? On Unacademy, my timings will be 9 p.m., 10 p.m., that kind of a thing, okay? So 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. is the active time. Us time pe main idhar udhar padha raha hu. Exact schedule, just stay subscribed to the Alchemist, you will keep knowing automatically. Akshat is saying ulta ghar wale pani late. Exactly, Akshat. That's so good, isn't it? Saharsh is saying, is Peter Sykes good for organic chemistry? It is too good for anyone's good. In the sense that it has too much advanced level information. If you want to study that, it's good. It's not important. It's optional. Okay. Rabbi is saying YouTube is very distractive. How to overcome? Don't use YouTube. Simple as that. Stop using YouTube for 1 week. Do only self-study. Do only Unacademy Plus subscription or something which you have. Yeah. YouTube chalao hi mat ek hafta. Then after 1 week you realize YouTube was useless. You don't really need YouTube to survive in life. Move on from there. Okay? ठीक है? बहुत ही simple बात है. Okay. Rohan is saying, does Pomodoro technique work? Depends on person to person, man. Okay? Depends on person to person. I did not really think about a specific technique when I was preparing. So yeah, if it works for you, it works for you, man. Ishwar is saying, where can I find study material in Unacademy? You just go to Unacademy's website and go to the target IIT JEE. So over there you will have, a lot of list. Free tests, free classes, plus classes, etc. Okay? So वहाँ जाके you can pick it up. You just go to Unacademy's website or open Unacademy's app, you open the IIT JEE section and everything will be available to you. You just keep scrolling over there. They will automatically show you these are free tests, these are free courses, these are paid courses, these are paid tests. Wahan pe you explore it. Okay, as simple as that. Fine. Deepa is saying, and now I'm reading theory and making notes. I've planned to solve questions after completing theory. Will it work out? Do things at the same time. Okay. Every day you should be solving some questions. Reading theory will not make you better at solving questions. Everyone who's here will agree with me. Studying theory does not make you good at solving questions. Solving more and more questions makes you good at solving more questions. Sad but true. Okay. So if you are like, okay, I am an unpolished diamond right now. As soon as I study all my theory, I will become diamond and every question I will annihilate. That's not going to happen. Okay. So let's say you study half a chapter, then start practicing questions of at least half of that chapter. Questions are more important than theory. Making notes, studying theory is just like learning ABCDE. Learning ABCDE does not make you good at the language, does not make you a good speaker. You have to practice speaking in front of people to become a good speaker. That's how it works with everything. Practice makes you perfect. Okay. Hina, sorry I could not read your message earlier. Only this channel, on this channel only chemistry is taught. Yes, Hina, this channel is a pure chemistry channel and we will study chemistry in English over here. Rosant is saying, sir, I want to abandon my laptop. What do I do? Give it to your father or mother or whoever, your brother or someone. And tell them not to give it back to you for 1 week. Sai Teja is saying 11th class wasted. What's the strategy for 12th class? Sai Teja, that's exactly what I've told in the entire class today. Please make sure you look at this class from the very beginning. Okay, जो भी बंदे late आए, whoever has joined this class late, I have told exactly what you need to do in 12th class, even if your 11th class is useless. Please watch the entire class. Okay. Okay, Vaisayan, I don't have any specific person in my mind as of now, bro. All you can do is just do a YouTube search and try whatever fits you best. Okay. Pavitra is saying, what are the prerequisites for the solid state chapter? Nothing. Nothing. Just have a logical brain, that's all. You don't need any prerequisites whatsoever for that. That's the beauty of solid state. Kuch nahi aata, solid state aa jayega. Utkarsh is saying, how much time do you recommend to spend for one question? Depends on the question, depends on the time that you're solving the question. If you're solving the question in a test, if you're solving the question in an examination, then spend 1 minute, 2 minutes, maximum 3 minutes on that question, depending on, what's the time per question on an average that you have. If you are doing a subjective type advanced level question, then you can spend half a day on that question. I have done that. Yeah. If you're doing just regular practice, then you spend 10 minutes a question. Depends on the question, depends on the chapter, depends on the topic. If you're spending 10 minutes for an inorganic chemistry question, you are you are the most intelligent person in the world. Yeah, so depends, man. Hina is saying, so please class 70-30K nahi karna. It's my humble request. Hina, don't worry. Whatever my classes time are, they will be available after the class is done. Okay, so for example, on YouTube, if I take a class at 7:30 p.m., you can watch it whenever you want. Okay, that's not a problem. And in case you guys want to ask a doubt, in case you guys want to ask me something, then you can simply follow me on Unacademy. Yeah, Unacademy platform pe, this is a very good thing that you can follow the teacher over there and you can send personal messages to the teacher. So my ID at Instagram and Unacademy, both the same thing. Pahul PSG. Okay. So Instagram pe, I don't reply to personal messages because it's a personal profile. But on Unacademy, if you send me a question that you want to ask me, then I will get back to you. ठीक है? How many times should we read the NCERT? I would suggest 2 times a chapter. Okay, 1 today, let's say, and 1 later on. Whenever you're revising, you can go through the chapter once again. Mas George is saying, does 12th class chemistry require any prerequisite? You should be decently good at atomic structure and chemical bonding and general organic chemistry of 11th class. Then 12th class will be easier. Mole concept as well. Okay, so these are 4 or 5 topics that you should be good at in 11th so that your 12th class goes seamless. Utkarsh is saying, can I do 11th and 12th chapters on alternate days? I would suggest that you spend less amount of time doing 11th class syllabus. How you want to distribute that in your week is entirely up to you. What's saying, any suggestion for 2021 aspirants? Keep solving as many questions as possible. Keep increasing the level of questions that you solve every single day. More advanced level questions you solve, the better you will be. Barani, that is awesome. Inorganic ke liye na, I will suggest you something. You start reading the NCERT yourself. Okay, start reading the NCERT and start solving questions from whatever book you have. If you have MS Chauhan, then I believe you will have some other book as well. So NCERT questions, NCERT theory, just start solving inorganic from there. You will be able to do it perfectly well on your own as well. Okay. Nivedita, I have already answered your question. You don't study the unnecessary parts on JDL, that's all. Yeah. Amar is saying, shall I give my time till 15 June to rush up my backlogs and then start 12th, or shall I start 12th right now? If 12th class is going on in your school or in your coaching or in your Unacademy subscription, then please make sure you start it right now and manage 11th class at the same time. Because if you let 12th class go away, then that will also become a backlog. You don't want too many backlogs, right? Cool. Pavitra is saying, what's your lecture schedule? How many classes per week? 3 classes a week. ठीक है जी. Tenzin, I joined it in the beginning of this month, bro. Okay. Till when should we complete our syllabus for 2022? By the end of December. Maximum. Okay. Solid state कितने दिन में हो जाएगा? Because I have my test. Dipanjan, solid state would take 2.5 weeks. Because 3 classes every week. 2-2.5 हफ्ते में अपन उसको खत्म कर देंगे. Fine. Chalo. So people, that's it from my side in today's class. If you have any more questions, you can leave a comment down below. You can follow me on Unacademy. I take free classes on Unacademy's platform as well. I will start a full comprehensive course of organic chemistry on the Plus platform. If you want to enroll for that, coupon code is Pahul. The prices are mentioned over here. You can check it out in Unacademy's app and also on the website. Until next time, take care. I will see you in the next 10 minutes. There is another class which is more of a philosophy chat interactive class on instant improvement in chemistry, the chemist's perspective. It's just a conversation that I want to have with you. I'll see you in the next 10 minutes. Take care.